guys, today is my vlog and I'm going to be going to the Sunshine Coast to do a run.
Oh, I think you've summed up the video. We don't need to film it anymore. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're currently on the M1 towards the Sunshine Coast. Yeah, we're feeling good. 2 days out. I did a bunch of recovery today, so I did some compression boots, foam rolling, massage gun, massage chair, sauna, cold plunge, although I think I'm a little bit ill because cold and hot felt really intense today. Like the cold plunge was a struggle. Like I actually felt like I was getting the shivers after it today. The foam rolling helps. Not sure about the compression boots. I think they're probably more of a warm-up style thing. It feels a bit like a blood pressure machine if you put on these boots and they squeeze your legs. And it gets all the blood flowing to your legs, so I guess it could drain out like lactic acid, but
there's not too much research behind it.
If you do them before a leg day, I think they're really good for bringing like the blood flow to your muscles for doing a passive warm-up, but I think in terms of overall general recovery, you're not going to be like stretching, foam rolling. But I am really enjoying the steam room at the moment, and I've kind of acclimatized now to the snow room. Usually the routine I'll do compression boots 15 minutes, then I will use the massage gun, then I will foam roll and I do like 10 reps on my calves, 10 reps on my quads, etc. So probably that takes me like half an hour. And then my wet recovery routine, I'll get changed, I'll go in the steam room. I go in the steam room for like as long as I can. Actually, the most benefits that I think out of all of those is going to be the sauna. It's good for your heart health, it's good for your cardiovascular system, your nervous system. And it's meant to actually increase your aerobic capacity as well. I don't know why sitting in a hot wooden thing does that, but apparently it does. But most studies say that it's pretty beneficial to do 15 minutes in the sauna a few times a week. Same with the cold plunge. I've been acclimatizing to that really well. I'll usually go in the cold pool straight away, so I get out the sauna. So getting in the cold pool initially feels a lot worse. I'll get in there for 2 minutes, then I'll get in the warm one for about 3 minutes, then I'll go back in the cold one for 2 minutes, and then I'll just go straight into the shower and kind of let my body heat up from the cold one. But it is really tough. It feels horrendous, especially if you have your hands and your feet out. Like I normally put my hands under my armpits to kind of like create a warm bubble, but it feels horrific, but you feel great after. Realistically, all of this recovery is not going to help me heaps if I haven't put the training in. And my diet hasn't been the best. I've just been eating a bunch of rubbish. So a little rundown on my training. I've been training for this half marathon for about 9 weeks. Prior to that 9 weeks, let's say maybe like 10, 11 weeks ago, I started running. So I hadn't actually ran at all before that ever. So I'd say that's pretty good going. The aim for this half marathon is to just survive. I don't really expect anything of it. Considering my splits on Strava, I think I could probably do a 2:15. I think that's definitely in the bag. I would like to get 2:10 because there's a 2:10 pacer, and that's actually the slowest pacer for this race because it's the Australian Half Marathon Championship, so like all the good people are going to be there and there's actually going to be like actual athletes there, so that's great. The game plan is I don't want to carry anything if I can. I'm literally just going to have a gel, my phone, and my AirPods in my running belt. It's Friday afternoon, but we're stuck in a bit of traffic at the moment, and we're going to be staying in mooloolaba until Tuesday. So total 5 days. Bought like heaps of stuff with me. A suitcase, a cupboard food bag, and then a cold food bag as well. So I've meal prepped everything to take with me because there's not actually a kitchen in our Airbnb. So just everything's in Tupperwares. I've planned out exactly what I'm going to eat, and it's the same for the last 3 days so that I don't end up shitting myself or something before the race. And I'm also on my menstrual cycle, so I don't feel fantastic. I feel very bloated and my stomach hurts a lot. So fingers crossed that clears up before Sunday. So good luck charm. I realised I forgot my gels, which I trained my stomach to handle, so I'm going to have to go to a nutrition warehouse. So I'm going to have to go to a nutrition... Can you swear on YouTube or not?
Yeah, you can, but not within the first like a certain amount of time. That's actually facts. Well, I mean, to all 10 people that are going to watch this anyway, it's really important to be consistent with the gels because they can screw your stomach up, basically. So I want to make sure that it's the same one that I've been having. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem. There's no traffic now, so Oh, that's pretty cool, look.
Dun, 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 dun.
Very steep descent.
Holy smolies! Wow!
Do they really need that on this road?
This is really dangerous. This might be the worst hill that we've ever been down. So this is the place. It's very hilly. And obviously because the car is automatic, we can't put it in first gear. So I've got to pray that the handbrake works well. Oh, look at this. How cozy is that? I literally feel like I'm in the forest. Nice little bathroom. Through here. Uber cozy. Look at the outside. So I think their house is like out round the back. Oh, they have a pool. Oh, I'm gonna be very well rested here. I'm gonna have a good slep. Just had a peanut butter and jam and banana sandwich as a snack. And I'm having pasta with sausages tonight. So I'm literally eating the same thing every day. Fruit plate.
Butter, even though they provide us with a fruit plate.
Do you know I probably mugged you off with my allergies there because they definitely would have given you croissants.
Oh, really?
I said I had an egg allergy. Someone said before that they left like baked goods here.
Oh, what the hell?
So she's probably just left us fruit.
That's so dirty.
Zooming in and out of my face. Rice cakes. Blueberry bagels with butter, wheat biscuits. Belvita biscuits. Peanut butter. Strawberry jam. Also got my Emerald Labs sea moss and glutamine for recovery as well. So sea moss is going to be good for me because it's got no fibre in it, unlike greens powder, so it's not going to make my stomach upset. So sea moss for the minerals, glutamine for the recovery. For inflammation, ibuprofen is actually a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. Supplements, fish oil and vitamin C, no ants.
No ants.
Their balcony is so nice. Oh God, the weather's so bad. We're going to get some bottled water from the store. There's the car. The weather is so bad. I'm really not looking forward to running in the rain. You see the glass house mountains in the background? Pick a veg what? Should have flatbread. You get mini ones. Oh, they're still warm, by the way. The problem, right, with unhealthy food is that it's cheap and accessible. Like, you'd much rather eat that than fresh fruit and vegetables, wouldn't you?
Cookie dough.
Huge chunk of cookie dough.
Oh no.
Caramelized miso glazed rib flavored crisps. I think you've got to get them, they're on special. Cheesy cabana pretzels. Cabanossis.
Like that.
Bigger peanut butter.
2 kilograms.
10 pounds of peanut butter.
Oh, this is all like
So, dinner. Very healthy. 2 beef sausages and some plain pasta. Bowl of crisps. I'm going to have some wheat biscuits in a moment. Lots of carbs. I might have some also rice cakes and some cottage cheese for a bit of protein because you girls still need a protein intake. So it's currently 7:10. It's absolutely pissing it down outside, which is not great because we have sunrise yoga in the morning. No, we're still gonna go. We're still gonna commit to it. It'll be fun.
Down like this, yeah.
Well, it won't be raining at this time in the morning. Basically, we have sunrise yoga booked with some Lululemon ambassador thing for the marathon at 6:30, and it's pouring it down right now. It'll be fine because the ground will be dry by the morning, but we've just got our fingers crossed, hope that it's not gonna rain overnight. I'm gonna set my alarm tomorrow for 5. Usually the whole of this week I've been getting up at 4:40 because of work. I'm gonna run you through what I ate today. I started my carb load yesterday, so it's gonna be 4 days, Thursday to Sunday, but specifically in the last 48 hours before my race, I'm aiming for 10 to 12 grams per kilo of body weight for carb loading. So for me, I'm actually slightly heavier at the moment due to the carb intake. When I started my running, I was around 61 kilos. Now I'm about 64. I think at the time I guesstimated I was around 62 kilos when I was working out how many grams of carbs I needed. So let's do 62 times 12 if we go on the greater end of the scale. 62 times 12, 744 grams of carbs, and that's over 48 hours. So that divided by 2 is 372. This morning I had apple cinnamon overnight oats that had a bit of cream of rice in from Emerald Labs for the extra carbs. Oats, half an apple, a bit of honey, some protein, Greek yogurt, just to keep my protein relatively good. Breakfast came to around 480 calories and about 77 grams of carbs, which is good. Then for lunch I had a sweet chili tuna and sweet corn wrap, and also a Belvita biscuit. So that came to around another 70 carbs, 528 calories. Dinner, you saw the 2 sausages and the penne, that comes to 59 grams of carbs, which is good, in about 620 calories. Then I had about 1,000 calories worth of snacks as well. So I had my banana peanut butter jam sandwich, a blueberry bagel with butter, some crisps, a slice of sourdough peanut butter, and then I also had Weetabix with some fruit, as you saw. Okay, so total for the whole day comes to about 2,826 calories and 393 grams of carbs, which is a crazy number if you think about it. Yeah, and 114 grams of protein, so that's pretty good actually. So yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now, and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is 5:40. I woke up this morning around 5. It's been raining all night, but we're still going sunrise yoga, and I do need to collect my bib at 9 AM. I'm just having a lemongrass and ginger tea. I'm gonna pop some ibuprofen, and we're gonna go and suss out this yoga. Billy's really excited to do sunrise yoga. He's actually taking the class. About 6 AM. We're walking through the middle of a bloody forest. So we start like over there on the main road, and then I'm guessing we'll run up along here. But the half is 2 laps, I believe. But I mean, you couldn't ask for a better view, could you?
Before we start, I just want to gauge how many are running in the event tomorrow in one of the races. A few of you are likely to run. I'm in upright position with your spine, and that might mean that you have a little wriggle on your tailbone.
Oh, hello.
All right, well, my camera died. So what did you think of the yoga? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was okay. It was good fun.
Billy enjoyed it. He's never done yoga before. He likes to pretend that he doesn't like new things, but he actually does.
That's not true.
So we're
It was
just
good fun.
walking to a French bakery called the Petite Soirée. I don't feel like I should have caffeine. Oh my god, look at this dog.
Why not?
Look at the dog. Oh my god. I'm not going to be able to eat any of these. What is that?
Oh.
Have you seen this? It's like roll. Like you dumb idiot. Why did you come here? What are you going to get?
I'm going to get...
You try walking into a bakery and telling them that you can't eat egg and see how many weird looks you get. Mini pastries. Oh god, let's see. Pounds, that's basic choice. That looks delicious. Is it better than Christian Jack's?
No.
Yeah, I've got to, I ate half of it already, but I've got some avocado on toast from Zaraffa's. Chai latte. Carbs.
Might as well just sit for a bit, innit?
Thank you, have a lovely day. I got steak and potato pie.
There's a steak pie with potato on top.
I don't often get to eat pies because of my allergy, but this is delicious. Plant shop, look how sweet. That is me, to be fair. Me if I was a baby.
It's cool, do you think?
Yeah, you can't hear it though. Do you not think that's strange? We're on the way to collect my bib. Little t-shirts, little bib. And then your pass. So we did the yoga this morning before my camera died, but yeah.
Full atmosphere to start line. So soak it up, you know, say hi to the person next to you. They're just as excited as you are. I mean, get amongst the atmosphere and use that to fuel you.
Right, pray for me that Nutrition Warehouse has the same gels that I had. Got the goods, got 2 of them just in case. But yeah, £2.95 each, which is around £1.50. Hey team, we came back and had a nap from about 11 until 12, and now it's 2 p.m. and it feels like it's the end of the day because we got up at 5 a.m. Just painted my nails and we played some Lego Star Wars. What are we going to do with ourselves?
Don't know.
For 4 hours.
4 hours, I don't know.
Aiming to go to bed around like 7:30 because I'm going to set my alarm for 4 a.m. tomorrow. Ready for tomorrow. And then the t-shirt that came with it. I think it's got like an electronic chip in it, so the bib tracks where you are so that people can see like how quickly you're running and stuff, which is cool. We're doing something really exciting now. We're going to IGA. And do you know why IGA is more exciting than the other supermarkets? Because they're franchises, so they're run by families, so each one you go in is slightly different. So we're gonna go check this one out and give it a rating out of 10. Yeah, the weather is awful. I was hoping it would kind of dry up by tomorrow, but I don't think it will. There's a pig.
A guinea pig, yes, I heard.
Maple syrup popcorn, that looks delicious. I'm tempted to get one of these to have before my race tomorrow. I just say the chocolate flavours in Australia are just better. Look at all the delicious chocolate flavours. Good morning guys. It's 4 a.m. I'm up, I'm ready. Sorry I didn't film yesterday, I was just in the zone. I had dinner, did like a 15-minute static stretch routine. And then I went to bed around 8 and now it's 4. I'm gonna actually have a freezing cold shower to like wake myself up. I was actually going to eat first, but I've kind of got a stomachache and I'm really full from the amount of food they ate yesterday, so I might just have a couple of rice cakes, to be honest. Cold shower, and then I'm going to eat some rice cakes, have a cup of tea, and then my dynamic stretching, my glute activation is going to be the most important part. I don't want to. I'm going to put some blister stick just around my sports bra line, just to make sure. stick thing to scoop back my flyaways. I actually got this from Temu for like a few quid. So, I am aware that I didn't film or do anything with my camera for literally the half marathon. My camera actually ran out of space the night before and it was already pretty late. I had a 4 AM alarm set and it was already getting to like 7:30, 8, and I was like, I really just need to go to bed. I don't want to have to compromise any kind of my performance tomorrow just because I'm trying to vlog. So I got some photos and some clips on my phone, but I didn't bring my camera with me on the day. And also, even though I got up at 4 AM, I was super late and I was really worried that I was going to be rushed. And the worst thing is when you're preparing for an event or any sort of athletic performance where you know you have to do well, you don't want to be rushed because it's just going to make your day way more stressful than it already is. And I gave myself plenty of time. I'm just always late. So I was rushing around trying to grab bits and I didn't do my full pre-half marathon routine that I wanted to. I was rushed out the door. But here is the medal. Like it also like spins round as well, which is cool. So nice thick band. It's a lot better quality than the medals that they used to give us in swimming. So that's great. I'll run you through what my pre-marathon routine looked like. So got up at 4. The first thing I did was drink half of a Gatorade bottle, so something that's gonna give me quick carbs, got lots of glucose in it. Then I also had a caffeine shot. I had like this natural caffeine shot. It had like ginger in it and stuff. I wanted to have caffeine, but I didn't want to have a coffee that could potentially make me have an upset stomach. Then I got dressed, I put blister stick on my feet and then taped my feet up. This saved me. I had no blisters and no foot pain for the whole half marathon, which is insane. I took the tape off, didn't even have blisters really, just kind of had a bit of soreness at the front of my toes where it had been hitting the front of my shoe. And then I did about 20 minutes of dynamic mobility stretches. So deep lunges, hamstring stretches. I also just stretched out my hip flexor, did some lateral lunges, heel to toes. I actually didn't eat any physical food. I had half of a gel and Gatorade and that was it. Probably the wrong move for me. I should have had some sort of rice cake or something small, but I'd honestly been carbo loading for the last 3 days that I was so full. I didn't want to eat any kind of food. And in my opinion, I don't think it affected my performance loads. And you've also got to remember, I had a gel at the 10K mark as well. So your body can actually only store an hour and a half or 90 minutes of glycogen. So it doesn't matter how much you eat, how old you are, how fit you are, your body can only store 90 minutes regardless. So after 90 minutes, that's when you're gonna need some sort of pick-me-up. So that's why you have those gels when you're running. Another tip I would say for my half marathon is I started in a faster start zone than I thought I would run. Now, actually, I did a quicker time than I thought I was gonna do, but I was gonna start at the back of zone C, which is 2 hours and 10 minutes. But you should always overshoot what you think you're going to run because you're going to be dodging around people. So actually going in a faster start zone than you're going to run is very beneficial for you. The whole race went fantastic, to be honest with you. I didn't check my phone the whole time. I just put some music in. My phone stayed in my running belt the entire race. I didn't want to know my pace personally. I find that actually I got over the finish line, checked my pace, and it was pretty consistent throughout, and I actually got slightly quicker at the end, which is exactly how I wanted that to go. Usually my long runs, even my 19K practice run a few weeks out, kind of came in around 6 minutes 15 per kilometer, around 6:06 per kilometer for this half. So I did so much quicker than I thought I was gonna do. I was aiming for 2 hours 15 and I got 2 hours 8 minutes. I'll put up my like official stats and splits here. But it was so good. There wasn't a particular split that was really slow. I started with one of my friends who is faster than me, and she started pretty quick. And I was thinking, oh my God, this is so fast for me. I kept with her for about a kilometer and then she ran off. But I feel like starting with her helped me a lot because I wouldn't have started that fast. Really hard part got to about 15K. And I was thinking, I haven't even got 5 kilometers left, I've got 6. And that's when everything started to really hurt. Funnily enough, I didn't feel out of breath, but it was just my legs were dragging and it was getting harder to just move them. And I was just thinking, one step in front of the other, one step in front of the other. Anyone who knew me before I moved to Australia, I literally hated running. I was always like, I don't understand why people do it. It's really, really bad for your knees. I just don't enjoy it. Coming to Australia and then jumping into running just because everyone else is doing it, which is very shallow of me, realizing that actually this is pretty fun. I'm getting fresh air, my endorphins are pumping, you know, putting your little runs on Strava, seeing tangible evidence of you getting quicker, very easy to improve at. I've realized, I was like, I can understand why people are chasing this trend now, this exercise trend, because it makes you feel amazing. I'll put my training plan up so that you can see, but I trained for this half marathon in just under 9 weeks. It was pretty late when I booked it, and I thought, screw it, why not? The fitness I gained and the improvements I made within 9 weeks have been really, really good. And I think I can credit that mostly to me already being pretty fit from weightlifting and having strong joints and some form of cardiovascular endurance through lifting. I didn't realize how much it would help me protecting my knees, having strong glutes for power, strong quads. So hill runs are pretty easy for me. I don't struggle with the hill run part of things. You'll see in my plan, I did one easy run at the start of the week, so at a slow pace, or I probably ran these slightly too fast, but I don't have a heart rate monitor, so it's pretty hard for me to gauge what an easy run should look like. But these were the runs that I didn't put any pressure on. They increased in distance over the 9 weeks, however, not really in pace. So you need these easy runs. You can't keep constantly flooring these runs and just sprinting because you're gonna burn out. Then in the middle of the week, you have your tempo run. So tempo means speed work. Sometimes I would do hill repeats. I had a hill that I would sprint up near my house, jog back down, sprint back up. I do that like 6 times. Or the treadmill, really beneficial piece of equipment for hill sprints because you can just time it exactly, increase the grade to the exact incline that you want, and it's seamless. I found as my hip flexor pain and knee pain started to creep up, the more time on my feet increased. The treadmill was a good break. You know, it's bouncy, it's a lot less impactful on your body. So it's good to do your tempo work on the treadmill every so often, especially if it's raining. At the end of the week, I would do my long run. My long run would consist of anywhere 6 to 8K and then increased. And it would increase most weeks until 3 weeks out, I did a 19K. Now, you don't have to do this. This was probably too long of a distance for me, but I kind of got to 16 kilometers and thought, I'm near home, I might as well just run home. And I finished pretty quick. All of my long runs are pretty easy pace until the last few kilometers. If I know I'm close to home, then I picked up that pace. Now, doing a negative split, so a negative split means getting increasingly faster throughout your training or your distance, is very beneficial because it allows you to utilize that last bit of energy. And if you're doing it in training, you're going to repeat it during your race. So I found this definitely helped me with a strong finish for my half marathon. And I think that's what gave me the edge over some other people's training. Listen to a podcast for maybe the first 10K of a long run, and then I would switch to music, which immediately got my pace up subconsciously without thinking. People say your long runs should be slow, but that's just personally what I found worked for me. And I did have a short training period. 9 to 8 weeks isn't a huge amount of time, so I did have to up the intensity a bit quicker and progressively overload a lot faster than usual. Nutrition wise, I just wanted to touch on quickly, you saw that I did a small carbo load up until the day. I personally found, I'm not too sure if it's made much of a difference. I do know that it made me feel shit and bloated. I probably ate a little bit too much, which is why I didn't eat in the morning of the race. So if I was to do it next time, I probably would eat less carbs. Usually I'm really good at eating my 5 a day and sticking to my protein macros, but I just found since running and losing so much sweat in a short amount of time and putting your body under such a high stress form of exercise really made me crave sugar, salt, and to be honest with you guys, I have been eating like crap. There's no secret to my nutrition. I ate rubbish for this entire time. You know, I'm having chocolate, sugary, really sour sweets every night. I had crisps every day, so really strong flavors I was craving since I was running. So if you are trying to lose weight or do some body recomposition, I would strongly advise not to run. Running is a very high stress form of exercise, like HIIT workouts, and they are actually just going to increase your appetite. You want to stay in a low, steady state of cardio if you're wanting to do fat loss. So slow walking, incline walks, elliptical machine, very gentle cardio, which is going to keep your body ticking over, keep your metabolism high, but it's not going to make you crave a lot of carbohydrates. When you're running, you're targeting your carbohydrate stores, so your glycogen in your muscles. So that's why when you finish running, you crave carbs and you want to replace the carbs that you've burnt off. However, if you're wanting to lose fat and target fat, having a low, steady state of cardio is going to target your fat stores more than your carbohydrate stores in your body. I think the most important pointers for the training is to have a plan, to do your 3 types of runs, your easy runs, your long runs, and your tempo work, and to make sure that you're eating sufficient carbohydrates and fueling your body properly. Before your run, I found that the best breakfast for early morning runs, 2 rice cakes, a little bit of peanut butter for some good fats, banana, and sea salt. So the sodium is good for a boost in electrolytes, so you're going to lose a lot of salt in your sweat when you're running. Very high in carbs. Put a bit of honey on there for a bit of quick carbs, the glucose as well. Perhaps I'll think about doing a full marathon, but to be honest with you, when I was running the half, I was thinking there's no way I could do this entire loop again. That would kill me. Good morning, everyone. We're just heading to get our Monday morning coffee from somewhere that's meant to have quite a nice view of Buderim. Now, we came here for the view, and there isn't much of a view because it's raining, but still nice nonetheless. Long black and big black. we just finished doing our quick gym session. Got a bit of movement in, I was feeling really stiff. Rolled out my legs, so I'm going back to my regular program now of weightlifting. So my regular split, for you guys that don't know me, I do chest and triceps, then I do glutes and hamstrings, then I do back, purely back day, because you have so many different muscles in your back, you need one whole day for it, I think, in my opinion. Then I do shoulders and biceps, or I do glutes and quads, but that's my 5-day split. We're going to Point Cartwright to view the lighthouse now. It's still pissing it down, it's been pissing it down all day, so we're just gonna go and have a little walk round. And then we're gonna go to Kenilworth Bakery and get donuts for lunch, healthy.
Today we're gonna be trialing out this protein bar. It's 45 grams of protein, musashi.
No, you have to do like...
If it's 45 grams of protein, that means it's gonna taste like a brick.
It's shockingly made out though.
Yeah, but it's like, there's no way they should be fitting fucking 45 grams of protein into a bar, do you know what I mean?
I wonder how accurate that is. It's a shame, because on a nice day I bet this looks really nice. And the water is so clear. Like,
You want to turn the boat?
you know in Surf's Up when Zeke dies on the board? You know when his board crashes into the spiky bit?
Yeah.
This is what this looks like. See, there's one mountain over there, another one here, and then one here.
Yeah, but the boat is flat, isn't it?
It's just another big long beach. Massive jam thing. I wonder if I can eat them. You know, the pies look pretty good as well, actually. I did get vegan jam last time. I'm gonna get the Oreo glaze. Vegan. Shows the pie inside's gone. Yummy, 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 yummy. You know what you're supposed to do with this? You're not actually meant to do this. You're supposed to do this. You press it in, and then you squeeze it, and it fills the roll with the soy sauce. See?
It's not generous.
Delicious.
Out of 10?
It's cold, it shouldn't be cold. You know, good sushi's meant to be room temperature, right? Sushi was delicious, but it was expensive. This whole place seems to be expensive. Look at this restaurant on a boat.
Just filming these guys having a fucking beer.
Alright, we're done mooching around, now we're going home because I'm sick of hobbling around overly busy places with very sore legs. So we just, after we came back from the wharf in mooloolaba, and my disappointed donut, went home, I had a nap. Billy played Skate 3, really exciting, and now it's about 4:45, and we're gonna go check out the suburbs of Maroochydore a bit more, because when I ran the marathon yesterday, it kind of was more in Alex Headlands than it was in Maroochydore, so we haven't had a chance to have a proper look around there yet, and apparently it's one of the more expensive places to buy a house in the Sunshine Coast, so I like to look at expensive houses and walk around neighbourhoods. A little walk along the Maroochy River, just had some ice cream. What?
We had Momo.
No, we haven't had Momo. That's the place I keep wanting to go. You know, Momo Chicken and Beer?
Yeah, yeah.
No. So I got the crispy pork belly to start.
I've got so basic, by the way. Chips and a pizza.
He's got chips and a pizza. I was like, yeah, I'm waiting for a lamb shank. But yeah, look how generous that is for a starter. It's nice, isn't it? Right, we've got lamb shank. Sauce looks interesting, but we'll see what it tastes like. We just stopped in this little shop for a coffee.
Oh, you probably.
Yeah. Good morning. It's around 7 AM. I'm gonna try and film a walk in the rain, which realistically shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we're gonna go walk around a rainforest and try and find this waterfall, Buderim waterfall. It's quite famous. I don't think it's an overly long walk, it's just because it's wet and raining. I have walking boots. So fingers crossed there's not gonna be leeches. Alright, don't want to bring my camera in case it gets wet, but this will do. This will do nicely. What?
Oh.
Surface may be slippery. Ooh. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and so sorry about the chopping and changing between the camera quality and my iPhone quality. I know you guys really wanted some good clips of me running, but I just wanted to focus on the race, to be honest. But hopefully those tips will help you in your running training. And if you did have any questions about running, if you had any questions about hybrid training, lifting and running, you know, what to eat, how to do your runs, then just drop me a comment or message me on my fitness Instagram. See you guys very soon. It's been nice to do another long form YouTube video it seems like forever since I did my last one. So love you guys so much, and make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.